Hello there. Very good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. We are coming to you live and direct from the Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. I am Tarush Kumar Singh and here are your headlines. Former Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando and IGP Pujit Sundara released on bail. Protests against the malfunction of the Magalkanda Beruala railway signal system. Former chairman of the Lanka Limited remanded. Hong Kong leader Carrie Lam says controversial extradition bill is a failure. On to top story this afternoon, former Secretary of Defence Hemasiri Fernando and Inspector General of Police Pujit Sundara, who was sent on compulsory leave, have been released on bail. The duo were released on bail by Colombo Chief Magistrate Lanka Jaratna on a surety of 500,000 rupees each. Former Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando and Inspector General of Police Pujit Sundara were arrested by the Criminal Investigations Department on the 2nd of this month. The Attorney General instructed the Acting Inspector General of Police C.D. Vikramaratne to name IGP Pujit Sundara and former Defence Secretary Hemasiri Fernando as over the April 21st attacks for neglecting their duties and responsibilities. On more headline-making news now, former chairman of the Lanka company, Victor Samarveera, has been further remanded until the 19th of this month.
He was arrested when he arrived at the CID to provide a statement regarding the avant-garde investigation. Victor Samarveera was the 8th suspect named by the lawyer in line to the avant-garde case.
Meanwhile, the Parliament is due to convene at 1 p.m. according to our parliamentary correspondent. A supplementary estimate of 65 million rupees. The supplementary estimate has been presented by Minister of Highways and Road Development. The 57,000 million has been allocated for the development of expressway, while 6,000 million has been allocated for road development. The foundation stone of the new Dhamma school building at Kottagedara Sri Nalanda Dhamma School in Piliyandala was laid yesterday. It was chaired by UNP Deputy Leader Minister Sajith Premadasa. The building was constructed under the Sisudaham Sevana project. The estimated amount is 4 million rupees. The State Engineering Corporation is carrying out the construction work. The project is funded by the Central Cultural Fund and the Ministry of Housing and Cultural Affairs. A huge amount of money was saved from the war. The Sinhalese Buddhists could have at least declared open a hall for Dhamma schools. Some people are using their religion as a weapon for their political needs. I ask them, is that what real Buddhists would do? Absolutely not. I declare that 1 million such Dhamma halls will be created at 300 temples across the country. The 217th annual celebration of the Sri Lanka Amarapura Mahasangha Sabha was held in Colombo yesterday. The event was graced by the Mahasangha, including Most Venerable Kotugoda Dhammavansa Mahanayaka Thera. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya was awarded the honorary title of Janaprasadini Lanka Putra of the Amarapura Mahasangha Sabha. I can be happy about the policies I have been following in the past. It was a struggle. We lost a lot of things. We will be able to rise again only if we promote unity among all religions and communities. I always tell the President, Prime Minister and the opposition leader to discuss all important matters to the country. That is when we can think about the future of our country even after 72 years. The youth are starting to leave the country now. If we don't create unity among all, this country will not have a future. A project carried out under the Gamma Public Service Initiative was vested with the students today. This is the Eskadale Tamil Vidyalaya in Kandapole estate in Nuwara. The students who are receiving education here are from estate families, and the school also lacks basic infrastructure facilities. There are about 75 students receiving primary education in this school. One of the main issues faced by the students of this school is the lack of proper sanitary facilities. The matter was informed to Gammadda, and today a newly constructed sanitary facility was vested with the students. Administration Director of Newsfirst, Kitsiridananda, and representatives of Gammadda took part in the event. Today is day number 8 of the promotional tour of the Abhimanwaram Scholarship Program 2019 carried out by Anchor and the Champions Network itself.
Abhimanwaram Perakaman Charika.
The promotional tour is focusing on the Kegol and Mullaitivu districts today.
Today is the second day of the second week of the Abhimanwaram Scholarship Program organized by the Champions Network and sponsored by Anchor. We are today currently at the Kegol district, and today we started off our proceedings from the Bamunugama Model School here in Devaligam area in the Kegol district. Now we'll be travelling towards Avisavella today, and we'll be proceeding towards Ratnapula and Balangodu areas and further towards the southern part of the island. So stay tuned to News First for the latest updates from the Abhimanwaram Scholarship Program. Ward Razik reporting for News First from Kegol.
You can obtain more information regarding the Abhimanwaram 2019 Scholarship Program from our website www.newsfirst.lk and by calling our hotline note 777 600 40.
Abhimanwaram Perakaman Charika.
Now, as mentioned in your headlines this afternoon, residents of Magalkhanda launched a protest this morning, blocking the Magalkhanda Berula railway crossing, claiming that the railway signals are not functioning properly. Our correspondent said the protest started at around 9:30 this morning and lasted for 1.5 hours. Our correspondent stated that the express train which travels to Mathura was unable to continue the journey due to the protest. Officers of the Berula police and officials of the railway department held discussions with the protesters. The group ended the protest after agreeing to install a temporary security gate at the railway crossing and to employ 3 people from the area. Meanwhile, the railway department officials had promised to provide a permanent solution to this problem soon. On to international news making headlines. Hong Kong leader Carrie Lam has said the controversial bill that would have allowed extradition to the Chinese mainland is dead. In a press conference yesterday, Lam said the government's work on the bill had been a total failure, but she stopped